Afternoon, here is the news at 1. I am Mike James. Lagos State Government has held a stakeholders engagement on the delivery of 132 kilovolt transmission line and gas pipeline right-of-way corridor from Arjati Bejuleki Eleko Junction, as well as the gas pipeline route from Bonicam to Alaro City, Ekme. The House Committee Chairman on Energy and Mineral Resources, Lagos State House of Assembly, Saba Oluwa, while addressing the stakeholders from Arjai, Bejuleki and Eleko, among others, commended the State Executive Council for prioritizing infrastructure that directly impacts economic growth and job creation. Oluwa assured the stakeholders of the legislature's continued support through enabling laws and oversight to ensure timely and successful project delivery. Also speaking, Commissioner for Energy and Mineral Resources Biodun Ogunleye, during his interaction with the stakeholders, it reiterated the state government's commitment to expanding power and gas infrastructure to support industrial hubs, residential development and commercial activities across the Lekki-Egbe axis. Ogunleye stressed that the projects align with the vision of the Babajide Sanwo-Olu-led administration to make Lagos a 21st century economy driven by reliable energy supply. Lagos State Education District 6 has successfully hosted a capacity building training for physical and health education PHE teachers aimed at strengthening teaching quality and promoting holistic student development. In her remarks, the Tutor General, Permanent Secretary, Education District 6, Mojisola Yusuf, commended the foresight of the organizers, urged teachers to stay abreast of international sports regulations and integrate them into their practice for the benefit of students and the nation. Yusuf encouraged the organization of inter- and intra-school activities, including indoor games, to foster critical thinking, vocabulary development, academic improvement, and physical fitness. The district highlighted the emerging health challenges, modern sports science, and new teaching methods demand constant updates to teachers' skills and knowledge, adding that the initiative underscores Education District 6 commitment to capacity building, training for physical and health education teachers in education. Pilgrims have been urged to stand as watchmen for Nigeria. Bishop Jeremiah Abidemi of the Methodist Church stated this at the evening devotion of the ongoing pilgrimage exercise in Nazareth, Israel. Bishop Jeremiah emphasized God's call for intercessors, highlighting Isaiah 62 verse 6, stressing that God wants his people to be watchmen standing in the gap. He encouraged pilgrims to stand with integrity, good character, and be a ray of hope for others. In his closing charge, Board Secretary of the Lagos State Christian Pilgrims Welfare Board, Bolabo Kudero, reiterated the need for the pilgrims to remain focused, describing the opportunity as a point to pray into manifestation of hidden glory. The federal government has announced a 6-week partial closure of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway to carry out urgent repairs on expansion joints at Kara Bridge, Magboro Bridge, and Arekbo Punch Bridge. According to the Federal Ministry of Works, the closure is necessary to resume critical rehabilitation works that were earlier suspended on the Lagos-bound section of the Kara Bridge due to public complaints of a severe traffic congestion. Ogun State Federal Controller of Works Michael Komolafe noted that the expansion joints on the affected bridges have deteriorated significantly, posing safety risks and contributing to road crashes. Also speaking, Lagos State Sector Commander of the Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, Kehinde Hamzat, assured motorists that traffic control measures had been put in place to ensure smooth flow during the repair period. He warned against driving against traffic and said offenders would be sanctioned, urging road users to exercise patience as the temporary closure is necessary to improve safety on the busy highway. Ekiti State Government has received 80,500 doses of livestock vaccines from the Federal Ministry of Livestock Development for the prevention and control of transboundary animal diseases in the state. The vaccines were distributed through the Livestock Productivity and Resilience Support LPRESS program. Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Security Ebenezer Boluwade, while receiving the vaccines in Ado-Ekiti, said the intervention was part of the state government's strategic efforts to strengthen animal health systems and boost livestock productivity. Boluwade said the effective disease surveillance and control were critical to achieving sustainable food security and improving public health outcomes in the state. And in some foreign news, a divided federal appeals court has upheld President Trump administration's policy of placing people arrested in its immigration crackdown in mandatory detention without an opportunity to be released on bond. The decision opens a new tab by conservative 2-1 panel of the New Orleans-based 5th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi hailed the ruling on social media as dealing a significant blow against activist judges who have been undermining its effort to make America safe again at every turn. The ruling is expected to impact thousands of people as the court's jurisdiction covers Texas and Louisiana, which are dotted with detention centers and house the most immigration detainees. And in sports news, Senegal has unveiled its squad for the 2026 FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup clash against Nigeria's Falconet. Head coach Mbayang Thiam named a couple of foreign-based professionals in the squad. A number of players from the country's academy and domestic clubs were also included by Thiam. Borges forward Adi Nidaye is the biggest star named in the squad. Senegal will clash with the Falconets in the first leg of the third qualifying round contest at the Moshood Abiola Sports Arena, Abeokuta, on Saturday. The winner on aggregate will advance to the final qualifying round, where Guinea-Bissau or Malawi await for a ticket to Poland 2026. And that was our news at 1. Just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like on our various social media platforms: X Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961. Visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. You can also listen to Lagos Traffic Radio on My Lagos app for timely updates. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration constructed 4,000 flats for the staff of Lagos State University last year? Well, you can get more details on the Legacy Government website, and for contacts with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Mojid Ololade. Thank you, Lagos, for listening. My name is Mike James. Good afternoon to you.
Whether you're at home, at work, or